Hey, my name is Badass Banny. Welcome to my channel. If you're an ace, AMAC, and sex human trafficking survivor, you're in the right place. And it won't cost you a penny to like and subscribe and to share worldwide. And please leave a comment down below on the video. Today we're going to talk about storytelling. The subject would be a Taco. Taco was the name of a dog, a neighborhood dog that was owned by a Hispanic family that lived in front of my friend Karen's house. It was on the same side, parallel to them, and it was right in front of Ivy Street. And um, I remember about 6 years old, and I have a picture, and it was just a dog running around, and you go to pet a dog and all of a sudden it jumps on you and it started humping me and it wouldn't get off. It was grabbing me and I'm just a kid. And I'm being totally traumatized by this dog. It was bigger than me, um, taller than me, and it had me, and it was humping me. And finally someone came out and he got off of me. They took him off of me, but I went home and I'm just never talked about it, never talked about things that happened to me. And, maybe that could be from seeing my dog get killed in front of me. I was just a mute. And having a parent that says loose lips sink ships, after I get pushed down the stairs and I end up in a trailer and then I get traumatized by this dog in the neighborhood. It was just constant, like that. And if I look like that. Do you see, if you look, I'm sorry, there's a glare. But if you look in the child's eyes, gosh darn it, I don't know, I have to try something else. If you look in a child's eyes, and that's me about that time, it's like a deer in the headlight look. And I can tell you, I can see this in a child and know they've been through like a veteran in a war, PTSD. But I had complex PTSD. It's constant trauma after trauma after trauma, which causes brain injury. And so I'm learning and researching it now. And you know, so what happened was, I'm going to bring up the did. So like years later, because of this trauma, and I related it to it, I'm in my early 40s. I'm standing around, my little brother's there, my children are adults, they're standing there, and my brother has a new dog. And it's kind of between a puppy and getting to be adult, somewhere in there. And it was just jumping on people and just being undisciplined. And there was a little toddler. It was my little brother's daughter. And it was, I don't know what happened, but within like that, I got down on the dog with my chest, like being a dominant dog, and telling him not to get up. Down. No. Because I didn't want the dog, to jump on the little girl and hurt her. But really it was about me and the trauma from back when I was this age. And I'm going to tell you folks, I was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed. And everybody's like just standing there like, what are you doing? His girlfriend comes out, they just ignore me, and it was embarrassing. And so, I'm 57 and I haven't done that, but it just happened out of the blue. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, we are worthy of healing and doing the work, and I've done a lot, and that's why I'm doing these videos. And so I keep just I try telling my brother that, and they think that a parent and your siblings and your family, they can't diagnose you with a mental illness. They can't do that. It's unethical. It's just wrong. And I had to tell my brother, stop it. Because our parent is a marriage family therapist, and it's about behavioral health, and it's just like, stop. Stop it. I'm telling you what's happened, and not the other way around, because you weren't even born. And he's like, well, I have a different story because it's my mother's story, and it's sick and disturbing. Um, so I'm telling my truth here. I'm being honest as I can. And so, there's that. It happens. And I'm going to do a did you know video on why animals do that. And, um, you know, uh, so I got triggered by it. We'll talk about triggers, do a video on triggers. So what are you going to do to take care of yourself today?